Hi, this is Valerie with At My Home, and today we're going to check out the Kismile coffee brewer, and Kismile sent us this for the review. For years, my morning ritual has been a manual pour-over. I've learned to love the process and the taste. There are mornings where I just want a great cup of coffee without the 10-minute standing ritual, and I've definitely missed having a machine that can brew more than 20 ounces at a time. But can a machine actually replace my hand-poured brew? Let's find out. The design is simple. There's no built-in grinder, no smart app, no programmable timer. It's made of aluminum and has just two buttons, hot and cold. But under the hood, it's doing its own version of a pour-over. It features precision temperature control, heating up in about 3 seconds to between 197 and 205 degrees, the perfect temperature for brewing. It also uses a shower head dripper to mimic that circular pouring action, and it has a manual flow control lever so you can actually stop the flow to let your coffee bloom. Setup is a breeze. The water tank is removable so I can fill it right from the fridge dispenser. The filter holder takes a standard number 4 paper filter, and like any good pour-over, I recommend wetting that filter first. I had to break out the scale. I use the recommended golden ratio of 1 to 16.6. For a full 40-ounce pot, that's exactly 2.41 ounces of medium grind coffee. Accuracy matters here. I eyeballed my first pot and it was way too strong. Hitting that weight target made a massive difference. If you don't have a scale, it took about 7 of the provided scoops to get there, but every bean is different, so experiment. You plug it in, you hit the button twice, once for prepare and once to brew, and it starts almost instantly. This lever is where the ritual comes in. You can shut it off completely to let the grounds bloom, then slide it to a slow or full flow. Honestly, it's a cool feature for a coffee nerd like me, but I really couldn't taste much of a difference in the final cup. I did see a difference in how the grounds looked, though. Grounds bed was much more even on the slower flow. One of the most interesting features of this coffee maker is the rapid cold brew. We aren't traditionally cold brew people, and the manual didn't have good instructions, so I turned to my AI collaborator, Gemini. Gemini recommended a much stronger 1 to 8 ratio and a coarser grind to compensate for the ice. I kept the flow lever closed for the full 20-minute cycle to let it steep. Okay, so the machine just beeped. That means it's done with the cold brew process. So I'm just going to slide this little lever over from the stop all the way to the end. And now the pot's going to fill up with cold brew. The result, it's surprisingly bold. Over a big glass of ice, it's a perfect afternoon pick-me-up that actually tastes like coffee, not like brown water. So what's the verdict? For our morning ritual, the Kismile actually measures up. It comes out hotter than my manual brew, but once it settles, the flavor profile is excellent. We love the 40-minute keep warm plate for that second fresh cup, and the cleanup is easy. Most parts are top rack dishwasher safe. My only real issue, there's no off button, so I find myself unplugging it to feel totally safe. And while the flow control is a nice nod for us snobs, if I'm using a machine, I'd really rather be hands off. I usually just leave it on the slow setting and walk away. I think I'll love this coffee maker most when we have guests. No more making 3 separate pots of pour-over while everyone waits. With the Kismile, I can finally serve everyone Valerie-approved coffee at the same time.